What's up, everyone? It's me again, Graham. I go by Retro Impulses on YouTube, and I'm here again with another story. This one is one of the craziest ones I've told yet. It was a story that taught me so much as a young kid. It's called The Tale of Mailbox Massacre. It was September of 1993. The leaves were turning, the air smelled like bonfires and back-to-school deodorant. I was 13, where every single dumb idea I thought of felt like some kind of rite of passage. Now, I didn't grow up in a nice neighborhood. I grew up in the trailer park, where the only neighborhood watch was my mother screaming at me for lighting off stolen fireworks. But my friends, Will and Doug, they lived in the suburbs. Sidewalks, cul-de-sacs, fresh cut lawns. Their neighborhood looked like a damn Nintendo Power ad. Compared to them, I felt like I grew up in a Mad Max sequel. So whenever I stayed at their place, I had to prove myself, be the wild one, the outlaw. And nothing says outlaw like blowing up an old man's mailbox. Now, this wasn't just any old man. This was the old man. The neighborhood villain, the crusty ex-cop. He was retired, but still walked like he had a nightstick shoved up his ass. He had the build of Cotton Hill from King of the Hill, except taller. Like Cotton hit the gym and kept a bottle of Jack Daniels hidden behind every bush. He hated kids, yelled at us for riding on the grass, stared out his window like it was Nam and we were the Viet Cong. So one cool September night, we did what stupid 13-year-old boys do when unsupervised and full of Mountain Dew. We stuck a homemade M80 into his mailbox and blew that thing the hell up. Boom! It echoed like a damn war zone. We ran like lunatics. It was beautiful. Sparks, smoke, mail confetti flying through the air like we just liberated a small country. Next day, we ride by on the school bus with our noses pressed against the window, like criminals returning to the crime scene. And there he is, Old Man Rage himself, out there replacing the mailbox, stone-faced, determined, like Clint Eastwood in Gran Torino. I say to my friends on the bus, I'm gonna blow that shit up again this weekend. So it was on. Friday night, we camped out in Will's backyard, Surge soda, flashlights. We were warriors preparing for battle. And like a dumbass, I say, I think I'm going to go alone this time. Because that's how legends are born, right? So I sneak out after midnight, hoodie, flashlight, M80 in one pocket, Bic lighter in the other pocket. The streets were dead quiet. I creep up to the mailbox, still shiny and proud, like it had no idea what was about to come. I open it really slow, reaching in with the lighter, and BAM! Something grabs my shoulder. Before I can even process it, I'm spun around. The next thing I see is a bony, wrinkled fist coming at my face. Crack! I hit the ground. My vision goes static, like someone ripped the AV cables out of my brain. And boom, 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 3 more hits. Dude was fast, like ex-cop fast, like Jackie Chan meets AARP. I was dazed, bleeding, and dizzy, and he just stands over me like Batman's racist uncle and says, if I ever see you on my property again, I will kill you. And then he leaves, doesn't call the cops, doesn't drag me to my parents, just walks off like he clocked out for the night. I stumble back to the camp. My face is looking like a Picasso painting. Will and Doug freak out and they're like, let's go jump this guy. I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea. This guy is a fucking maniac. I convinced them not to go back. And here's the weirdest part. After that, every time I saw him, at the store, on his porch, walking his foo-foo little dog, he just gave me a head nod. Like respect. Like I passed some insane old man test. He beat my ass and somehow knighted me at the same time. I never told my parents the truth. I told him I was riding my BMX bike off-road and my face hit a branch. My mom bought it, but my dad just grunted and said, "You'll heal." But in that beatdown, I gained something weird. Not street cred, not toughness. I gained suburban street cred. That old man never hit another kid as far as I know. We had an unspoken truce. He won the war and I earned the nod. And to this day, every time I see a shiny new mailbox, part of me twitches, just from remembering what it cost me to earn a psychopath's respect in the suburbs of 1993. But here's the moral of this story. If you're gonna commit a felony, make sure it's not against a retired cop with insomnia and fists like cinder blocks. Because sometimes, the only thing you get for blowing up a mailbox is 2 black eyes and a lifetime supply of awkward nods. The end. Thank you guys for coming out and listening to this one. It's a story that I will never ever forget. I'm brand new at telling these stories, so if you could like, comment, and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Thank you all for coming out, and I will see you again next week. Thank you.